Legends EA is releasing worldwide literally tomorrow, and I cannot wait any longer. But before I continue, if you like my content, please consider showing some support by subscribing, liking, and sharing this with your friends. It's free and it would mean the world to me. With that being said, I was thinking back to when Legends Arceus came out. For some reason, I just knew I wanted to build a team that could rival the scariest Pokemon trainer, Cynthia, on vacation in Undella Town. I didn't really plan it at all. It just somehow ended up being a thing, with Samurott mirroring Milotic, Sneasler, Lucario, Goodra, Garchomp, Zorua, and Spiritomb. Yeah, you heard that right. And then both teams having a Togekiss and Glaceon. It made the final battle against Volo so much more interesting and fun. It felt like we were two sides of the same coin, locked in battle atop Mount Coronet, fighting for the sake of the past, which had become the present and the future. Honestly, this team became my personal favorite and the one I remember the most. So with Legends EA finally here, I couldn't resist crafting a new dream team to face whatever legends await us this time. And with so many more Pokemon to encounter and new Mega Evolutions to discover, there are so many options. I suppose first things first, who in the Pokemon world am I going to base my team off? I thought long and hard about this, coming to the conclusion of Blue, my favorite character in all of Pokemon. I like his designs, dialogue, the battles, his theme, and the Easter egg confirming that he has traveled to Kalos once before. I really like Blue's gym leader team in Let's Go, so let's start there. For my starter, and to mirror Blue's Exeggutor, I'm picking Chikorita. I've said it before, but when I first played Gen 4 Johto, I couldn't decide between Chikorita or Cyndaquil, so I picked Totodile. And while I love Tepig, my first ever Pokemon, there can only be one Teppy. Not two, not three, one. I guess that wasn't as tough a decision as I thought. I like this little leaf head a lot, but I've never had a proper chance to use it until now. The rules of play have changed, and this isn't Johto. We don't have to worry about the 2x weakness against Falkner and Bugsy. So this little underdog might just soar high in Lumiose, just like Pidgeot, which somewhat mirrors Blue's Aerodactyl. I've used Pidgeot multiple times before. Who hasn't? It's the Gen 1 Route 1 bird with a sick Mega. I know there are better flying types in Legends EA. There's Talonflame, Charizard, Aerodactyl, Charizard, Altaria, Dragonite, Charizard, Salamence, Emolga, Charizard, Hawlucha, Charizard, Noivern, Charizard, and of course, everyone's favorite, Charizard. But I like this one. He's my friend. Filling in the same role as Blue's Tauros is Audino. I know, right? Audino isn't a Pokemon I've ever considered using before, not even when it received a Mega in Gen 6 Hoenn. It looks slow and offensively weak, but bulky, and it might be a good support Pokemon. With Legends EA's new mechanics, we have no idea how Pokemon will perform. We might just be sleeping on Pokemon like Audino. Next up, rivaling Blue's Gyarados, is my own Gyarados. There's no real reason not to have this powerhouse on my ZA team. Gyarados is one of the best, if not the best, Nuzlocke Pokemon. In my first ever completed Nuzlocke, and my only, but let's not talk about that, I used two of them. Both helped me out in most of the gym battles up until Claire took them from me. Two losses I am still feeling with every fiber of my being months later. And speaking of Johto, I would finally like to use Houndoom to mirror Charizard. Another Pokemon I've never really used, despite loving its Mega, which just really adds to the Hellhound aesthetic. It's scary, gritty, and the alpha that we see in the trailers is just intimidating, unlike the final member of this team, Espeon. I don't know why, but I like filling out my teams with evolutions, and it will start another kind of tradition alongside these themed teams. If you recall, my Arceus team had a Glaceon, so another evolution would perfectly fit, especially as a counterpart to Blue's Alakazam. So there you have it, my full team and theme for Legends EA. I really hope to see Blue participating in the ZO Royale, and I hope all of you playing Legends EA tomorrow have a blast. With that being said, I'll see you when I see you, and remember, it's all C Elementary, my dear friends. Peace.